Hi, I'm Matt, and today I'm going to replace the wheel bearing on the front of this Mini that's behind me. First, you need to back the nuts off whilst the wheel's on the floor. Then you need to take out the center cap out of the wheel. That should just push out with something. Now when you put the wheel back on, you can lower it down and undo this nut here. Unless you've got a battery impact gun, then you could do all this in the air. But now with the breaker bar on the socket, I can back this off and I'll lift it up again. Now that I've backed this up, take the wheel back off again. You may need to knock the center of this shaft, the drive shaft or drive axle. I put a punch right on the center so that I don't mushroom the end of it. This means I'll be able to get the nut back on when I'm finished. You could use a hub puller tool as well, and that would press this out. Once we've done that, we just take these two 16mm bolts out of the caliper. It's quite tight. There's one at the top, one at the bottom. Take them out. One just in there. Can't see it. Take them out and get the caliper out of the way. With this being a Mini, the little bolt that holds the brake disc on, these never come out. It's just a Mini thing that I found, BMW Mini thing. So I try and loosen the Loctite, or the corrosion if possible, by heating it for a while. Whatever you've got to remove it. And then try and remove it with an impact wrench. Like that, and a good hammer. Often I can't get these out. It's just how they are, it's a Mini thing. Now that the disc has been removed, get the disc out of the way, there's screws here that hold the hub on. The wheel bearing onto the hub. Right, see there's 4 of these. I'm going to clean them out the best I can with the wire brush. Just the part that I can get onto to help them come apart. Once you've cleaned up these bolts, it's going to help them come out. Then you need to go under here, onto the ball joint right here. That's the ball joint. There's 2 bolts holding that on, under this wishbone. So we're going to take them out so that we can move the hub out the way to gain access to the head of the bolts. I don't think you can see much here, but this is the back view of the hub, and there's bolts, 4 of them in each corner. There's the ABS sensor right at the top. Sorry, I don't have much light in there. But they're the 4 bolts that you take out next. Once again, you're going to need heat for this car with it being tight. You work on this. I've hammered a socket on that's 13mm. Worked my way through all the rust. Because it's not really a nut shape at the end or a bolt shape. It's more like a fossil. So I just hammered on a 13mm in the end, ended up fitting quite nicely. Just checking where all this smoke's coming from. I don't want to burn the ABS sensor. So we're going to heat this up. It's the only way we're going to get this out. The only way it's going to unscrew. Ridiculously tight. Okay, once again, due to the nature of this being so tight to come apart, I'm using heat on the part of the wheel bearing that's not going to get replaced. Right in here. And I hope that it's going to help because get all the other bolts out and clamp it off so that I don't burn the boot and the drive shaft. I'm using a pillar. I think this is a 4kg pillar, and I hope that it's going to pull it right out of there. I can only try. I'll let it get nice and warm first. But I couldn't have done any of this job without this Okay, next you want to clean up all the corrosion that's in this big hole in the hub. Get rid of all that. Be careful you don't damage the ABS sensor that's sticking in at the top. Just work your way around it. If you can take the ABS sensor out without it breaking, it's probably better to do that at the start. But with the hassle I've had with this, there's no way it was going to come out. But that's okay. We got the job done anyway. Clean it up before you put the new hub in. Okay, once you've bolted this on and it's tight, all 4 bolts that hold this on, you need to put the drive shaft back in here. Put the ball joint bolts back in. I'll not show you that, it's just the same way it came off. Put the disc back on to here. Put the caliper on. Put the wheel on. Tighten up the big nut that will come out of here at the end of the drive shaft. And then tighten the wheel bolts. And you're done. If you have vented disc on a car like this one, you can stick a screwdriver in one of the vents and torque it that way. You're probably better to put it on the floor and taut the nut with the wheel on and the center cap still missing, just in case something goes wrong with that, but usually you're okay, the disc is strong enough to take it. Tighten it up, and once it's tight, there's a little bit of the disc where the hub's got. The end of the drive shaft, has a cut away for it, so then you can just use your hammer and a punch and batter that in so that it stops it coming loose once it's on the car. I hope that was helpful to you watching me change the wheel bearing on this Mini. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.